Alright, this is a video for additional examples of how to get the white cross, the first step of how to solve the Rubik's Cube. So this is basically part B of step 1 of my tutorial. So what I'd like to do in this step is to just go over a few more examples of how your Rubik's Cube might look like and how you can more easily put the white edge pieces around the yellow center. Okay, so let me just mix it up a little bit more. Okay, so let's go with this. Okay, so right now there are no white edge pieces around the yellow center. So like I said in the first video, we want to look in the middle layer to see if we have any white pieces. And as you can see, we do have one white piece. So if it's in the middle layer, you can flip it directly up. And we know that there's no other ones up here in these four spots that we're going to kick out when we put it up. So we put that one next to the yellow center. And remember, don't pay attention to the white corners because that's not relevant to this step. So again, we look in the middle layer. So we'll look over here. And we find another one. And if we flip this up, we're going to be turning this piece around. It will go here. We want to get it next to this yellow center. So we flip it. And now we have two pieces up there. And we have two empty spots that we can put the white pieces into. So we'll look around, and we see that there are no further white edge pieces in the middle layer, which is okay. So where are the other two pieces? Well, there's one here on the bottom, and there's one here. It's in the wrong orientation, though. It's on the side, it's not on top. Okay, so what we can do is, if you see a white piece like this on the bottom in the edge position, you can actually flip that directly up to the top, as long as you're not kicking one of the other ones out. So if this is the piece here and it's on this face, it rotates on here. So it will go here when we turn it. If there is a white piece already in that spot, so say it was like this over here, and this piece is directly above this piece, when you flip it, you're going to kick that piece out of the top. So what you want to do is you just want to make sure that this spot is open, the spot directly above this this white edge piece. So by turning the top, it doesn't matter which way you turn it. It's easier to turn it to the left because there's more empty spots to the left instead of turning it 180 degrees. But either way is okay, as long as you have an empty spot above that white piece. And now you can easily turn it 180 degrees until it's on top. Now we see that there is one remaining edge piece, and that edge piece is here. So like I said in the first video, we want to get that edge piece down into the middle layer. To do that, you have to turn the face that the edge piece, the white color, is on. So it's on this face, so we know we need to turn this face. You're not going to be turning the top, because that's not going to change the white piece to go into a spot that we can flip it up to. So what we want to do is we want to turn it so that it is in the middle layer. And now if you look on top, the last position that is open for a white edge piece is here. So what we do, we know we're going to be able to flip this in this direction. But if we do that, we're going to kick this one out. So that we put the empty spot directly in front of this white piece down here that we're going to flip up here. So in order to do that, we need to turn the top face counterclockwise. Now we have this white spot that has this empty position here, and now we could flip it directly up. So let me mix it up one more time, and I'm going to give another example. Okay, so as you see on top, we have no white pieces. So we look on the middle layer here, and we see we have one white piece here that we can immediately flip up next to the yellow center. Look around again, and there are no white edge pieces in the center. in the middle layer. So, alright, here's a white piece. What can we do with this? Well, like I said before, if there's a white piece that's on the side like this, you want to get it into the middle layer so you could flip it directly up. So, you have to turn the face that this is on. Now, you could turn it either way. You could turn it to the left like this so that it's in the middle layer on the left, or it was here. So, you could turn it to the right, this face clockwise in that case, and it'll be on the right. And either way is okay. So if it's on the right, you could flip it directly up to this empty spot. Okay, now we look again in the middle layer, and we see that we have a white piece here that we could turn up to here. Now again, if there is a white edge piece that's already on top, if it's in the way, if it's in front of this piece, we want to turn it so that we have an empty spot directly in front of this white edge piece. Now we can flip it directly up. Now there's one remaining edge piece, and it's here. Okay, so like before, we want to get this white color, this edge piece, in the middle layer. So we could turn it either way. In this case, I'm going to turn it to the right. But now you'll see there's a white piece that is occupied in this position. The position is occupied by this white piece. So we don't want to flip it up because we'll kick that one out and we'll still have 3 up top. There's no point. So we want to get 4. We'll put this empty spot directly in front of. You saw how it kicked out at this position. So we want this empty spot in that position. Like so. Now we can flip this directly up. Now you'll see we have 4 of them. So basically this step is really about messing around with the cube, just kind of turning it. You might have white edge pieces on the bottom, you might have them in the middle, they might be up here. If they're on the bottom here, you generally can flip them directly up to an empty spot. Just make sure that that empty spot is directly above that white edge piece that's on the bottom. If it's on the top here, you want to flip it either to the left or to the right to get it into the middle layer. Then you can flip it directly up to an empty position. And that's basically all you want to do. Just play around with it. You'll get the hang of it. You'll understand how the faces move, and you should be able to get these 4 white edge pieces around this yellow center. And then if you want to finish that step, you can continue it on my Rubik's Cube tutorial step 1, which then shows you how to finish the rest of the cross that you want to get here on the bottom face, which in my case is white. And as always, you can send me a message on YouTube or just reply to one of my videos, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can with some advice. Alright guys, hope that helped a little more.